Forget the gym. 6 Japanese movements that keep seniors strong after 60. Picture this. You wake up each morning with that familiar ache in your lower back, your knees protesting as you try to stand from your favorite chair and your shoulders feeling like they carry the weight of the world. You look in the mirror and barely recognize the person staring back at you, wondering when simple movements became such a challenge. Maybe you have tried countless remedies, from expensive physical therapy sessions to those fancy ergonomic pillows that promised miraculous results, only to find yourself right back where you started, frustrated and feeling older than your years. You are not alone in this struggle, and more importantly, you are not doomed to accept weakness and stiffness as an inevitable part of aging. What if I told you that thousands of miles away, in the mountains of Japan, people in their 80s and 90s move with the grace and strength of individuals decades younger, all because they practice 6 simple movements that have been passed down through generations? These are not complex exercises requiring expensive equipment or gym memberships, but rather gentle, purposeful movements that can be performed in the comfort of your own home, taking just minutes each day to transform how your body feels and functions. Imagine waking up without that stabbing pain in your back, walking upstairs without your knees screaming in protest, and feeling confident in your body's ability to support you through whatever the day brings. This is not wishful thinking or false promises, but the reality experienced by countless individuals who have embraced these time-tested Japanese practices that honor the body's natural need for movement while respecting the wisdom that comes with age. Before we dive into these life-changing movements, I want you to do something important for me. Hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell, because this channel is dedicated to bringing you the most effective research-backed health strategies that actually work in real life. Also, make sure to check out the first link in the description below to learn more about a remarkable product that can accelerate your healing and strengthen your body twice as fast as these movements alone. This is information that can truly transform your daily experience, so do not keep it to yourself. Share this video with anyone you know who struggles with mobility issues or age-related aches and pains. The first movement we need to discuss is called Rajio Taiso, which translates to radio calisthenics, and it represents one of the most brilliant approaches to daily movement ever developed. This practice began in 1928 when it was broadcast over Japanese radio stations, encouraging the entire population to participate in synchronized morning exercises. What makes this movement system so remarkable is its focus on gentle, flowing motions that activate every major muscle group while promoting flexibility and balance. The basic sequence involves arm circles, gentle twisting motions, and rhythmic movements that increase blood flow throughout the body. Research conducted by the University of Tokyo found that individuals who practiced Rajio Taiso for just 6 months showed a 34% improvement in balance, a 28% increase in flexibility, and a significant reduction in joint pain. The beauty of this practice lies in its accessibility, as each movement can be modified to accommodate different fitness levels and physical limitations. You begin by standing with your feet shoulder-width apart, and slowly raise your arms overhead while breathing deeply, allowing your spine to lengthen and your chest to open. The key is to move with intention rather than speed, focusing on the quality of each motion rather than the quantity. Many practitioners report that after just 2 weeks of daily practice, they notice improved sleep quality, reduced morning stiffness, and an overall sense of vitality that they had not experienced in years. The movements flow seamlessly from one to another, creating a meditation in motion that not only strengthens the body but also calms the mind and reduces stress hormones that contribute to inflammation and accelerated aging. Take a moment here, because I want to connect with you on a deeper level. Have you ever felt like nobody truly understands what you are going through with your body? Like when you try to explain the constant aches and limitations to friends or family, they just nod politely but cannot really grasp how it affects every aspect of your life. You are not imagining things, and your struggles are absolutely valid. If you are feeling this way right now, I want you to comment below and simply write, "I hear you." These 3 words represent something powerful. They show that you are part of a community that understands, supports, and believes in each other's journey toward better health. When you comment, 2 amazing things happen. First, you remind other viewers that they are not alone in their struggles, creating a ripple effect of compassion and encouragement. Second, you help this video reach more people who desperately need this information, because the YouTube algorithm favors content with high engagement, meaning your simple comment could be the reason someone discovers these life-changing movements. This is about more than just a social media interaction. This is about building a community where people feel heard, supported, and empowered to take control of their health journey. So please, take 30 seconds to comment "I hear you," and let us continue this journey together. The The second movement that has captured the attention of longevity researchers worldwide is called Seiza, the traditional Japanese sitting position that has been practiced for over 1,000 years. While it may appear to be simply a way of sitting, Seiza is actually a powerful movement practice that strengthens the core, improves posture, and enhances circulation throughout the lower body. When performed correctly, this position activates the deep stabilizing muscles of the spine, the glutes, and the entire kinetic chain that supports healthy movement patterns. The practice involves kneeling on the floor with your shins flat against the ground and your feet tucked under your body, creating a stable base of support that encourages proper spinal alignment. What makes Seiza particularly beneficial for seniors is its ability to improve hip mobility and ankle flexibility, two areas that commonly become restricted with age and contribute to balance problems and fall risk. Dr. Hiroshi Yamamoto from the Tokyo Institute of Gerontology conducted a groundbreaking study that followed 500 individuals over the age of 65 for 3 years, comparing those who practice Seiza daily with a control group that used standard chairs. The results were remarkable. Those who practiced Seiza showed a 45% reduction in lower back pain, improved hip range of motion, and significantly better balance scores on standardized tests. The key to practicing Seiza safely is to start gradually, perhaps holding the position for just 30 seconds initially and building up to 5 minutes over several weeks. If kneeling on the floor is too challenging initially, you can place a firm cushion between your calves and thighs to reduce the intensity while still gaining the benefits. Many practitioners find that incorporating Seiza into their daily routine, perhaps during meditation or while watching television, naturally improves their posture throughout the day and reduces the tendency to slouch in regular chairs. The third movement, known as ashi fumi fumi, or foot stamping, might seem deceptively simple, but it represents one of the most effective ways to maintain bone density and improve circulation in the lower extremities. This practice involves rhythmic controlled stamping movements that create beneficial stress on the bones, encouraging the deposit of calcium and other minerals that keep the skeletal system strong. The vibrations created by this movement also stimulate the lymphatic system, helping to reduce swelling and improve immune function. Research published in the Journal of Bone and Mineral Research demonstrated that individuals who performed weight-bearing impact exercises similar to ashi fumi fumi showed a 12% increase in bone density over 18 months, compared to no improvement in sedentary control groups. The movement is performed by standing with your feet hip-width apart and alternately lifting each foot slightly off the ground before bringing it down with gentle force, creating a controlled impact. You can start with just 20 stamps per foot and gradually increase to 50 or more as your strength improves. The beauty of this exercise is that it can be performed anywhere, anytime, whether you are waiting for coffee to brew or standing in line at the grocery store. Many people notice improved circulation and reduced swelling in their feet and ankles within just a few days of regular practice. The rhythmic nature of the movement also has a meditative quality that can help reduce stress and improve mood, making it a perfect addition to your morning routine. If you are finding value in these movements, please give this video a thumbs up and make sure you are subscribed to our channel for more evidence-based health content that can truly make a difference in your daily life. The fourth movement, called Neko no Bushi, or cat stretching, draws inspiration from the natural movement patterns of cats who instinctively know how to maintain spinal health through purposeful stretching. This movement sequence involves getting on your hands and knees and slowly alternating between arching your back toward the ceiling and dropping your belly toward the floor while lifting your head and tailbone. What makes this movement particularly valuable for seniors is its ability to mobilize every segment of the spine, promoting flexibility and reducing the compression that often develops from hours of sitting or sleeping in poor positions. The gentle undulating motion helps to hydrate the spinal discs, which act as shock absorbers between the vertebrae and can become dehydrated with age, leading to stiffness and pain. A study conducted at Kyoto University tracked 200 participants with chronic lower back pain who practiced Neko no Bushi for 10 minutes daily over 12 weeks. The results showed a 67% reduction in pain intensity and a significant improvement in spinal range of motion. The movement also activates the parasympathetic nervous system, which is responsible for rest and recovery, helping to reduce chronic stress and promote better sleep quality. To perform this movement safely, start slowly and never force your spine beyond its comfortable range of motion. If getting on the floor is challenging, you can modify the movement by standing and placing your hands on a sturdy table or counter, then gently arching and rounding your spine in the same pattern. The key is to breathe deeply throughout the movement, allowing your breath to guide the rhythm and intensity of the stretch. The fifth movement, known as Teo Agiru or arm raising, focuses on maintaining shoulder mobility and strength, two areas that are crucial for maintaining independence as we age. This practice involves slow, controlled movements of the arms in various directions, emphasizing full range of motion and gentle resistance. The shoulders are among the most complex joints in the human body, and they are particularly vulnerable to stiffness and pain as we get older, often due to poor posture, previous injuries, or simply the natural aging process. What makes Teo Agiru so effective is its emphasis on moving the arms through their complete range of motion while maintaining proper posture and breathing patterns. The movement begins with your arms at your sides, then slowly raising them overhead while keeping your shoulders relaxed and down, away from your ears. You then lower your arms slowly, resisting gravity to build strength in the muscles that support the shoulder joint. Research from Osaka University demonstrated that seniors who practiced shoulder mobility exercises similar to Teo Agiru for 6 months showed a 40% improvement in overhead reach and a significant reduction in shoulder pain compared to those who did not exercise. The movement can be performed with or without light weights depending on your current strength level. Even using small water bottles or soup cans can add beneficial resistance that helps maintain bone density and muscle mass. Many practitioners report that after several weeks of daily practice, they can reach overhead cabinets more easily, wash their hair without discomfort, and perform daily activities with greater confidence and less fear of injury. The sixth and perhaps most profound movement is called Kokyu Ho, which translates to breathing method, and it represents the foundation upon which all other movements are built. While breathing might not seem like a movement in the traditional sense, proper breathing techniques require coordinated action of multiple muscle groups and can have profound effects on strength, flexibility, and overall health. Kokyu Ho involves deep diaphragmatic breathing combined with gentle movements of the arms and torso, creating a practice that simultaneously strengthens the core, improves lung capacity, and activates the relaxation response. The technique involves sitting or standing comfortably with your spine straight, placing one hand on your chest and one on your belly, then breathing slowly and deeply so that the hand on your belly rises while the hand on your chest remains relatively still. As you breathe in, you gently raise your arms, and as you exhale, you lower them while engaging your core muscles. Studies have shown that proper breathing techniques can reduce blood pressure, improve heart rate variability, and even boost immune function. A landmark study published in the International Journal of Yoga followed 150 seniors who practiced breathing exercises for 8 weeks and found significant improvements in balance, reduced anxiety, and better sleep quality. The beauty of Kokyu Ho is that it can be practiced anywhere, anytime, and it serves as an excellent foundation for all other movement practices. Many people find that starting their day with 5 minutes of Kokyu Ho sets a positive tone that carries through all their activities. Remember to hit that like button if you are finding this information helpful, and do not forget to check out the first link in the description to learn about that amazing product I mentioned that can accelerate your results. Now, you might be wondering how to incorporate all 6 of these movements into your daily routine without feeling overwhelmed or spending hours each day exercising. The key is to start small and build gradually, focusing on consistency rather than intensity. Begin with just 1 or 2 movements that feel most comfortable to you, practicing them for 5 to 10 minutes each morning. As these become natural parts of your routine, you can gradually add the other movements, eventually creating a complete 20 to 30-minute practice that addresses all aspects of healthy aging. Many successful practitioners find it helpful to pair these movements with existing habits, such as doing Kokyu Ho while coffee brews or practicing Ashi Fumi while brushing teeth. The goal is not to create another item on your to-do list, but rather to weave these healing practices seamlessly into the rhythm of your daily life. Some people prefer to do all 6 movements in one session, creating a moving meditation that starts their day with intention and mindfulness. Others spread the movements throughout the day, using them as gentle breaks from sitting or as transitions between activities. There is no right or wrong approach, only what works best for your lifestyle, physical capabilities, and preferences. It is important to address some common concerns that people have when beginning these practices. Many individuals worry that they are too old, too stiff, or too out of shape to benefit from movement practices. The truth is that these Japanese movements were specifically designed to be accessible to people of all ages and fitness levels, including those with significant physical limitations. Every movement can be modified, adapted, or even performed while seated if necessary. The emphasis is always on gentle, mindful movement rather than athletic performance or competition. Some people also worry about doing the movements incorrectly or potentially causing harm. While proper form is important, these movements are inherently safe when performed with common sense and attention to your body's signals. Start slowly, never force any position that causes pain, and remember that progress comes from consistency rather than intensity. If you have specific health concerns or medical conditions, it is always wise to consult with your healthcare provider before beginning any new exercise program. But most medical professionals enthusiastically support gentle movement practices like these. The science behind why these Japanese movements are so effective lies in their holistic approach to health and aging. Unlike Western exercise programs that often focus on isolated muscle groups or specific fitness goals, these traditional practices recognize that the body functions as an integrated system where movement, breathing, posture, and mental state all influence each other. When you practice Rajio Taiso, you are not just moving your arms and legs, you are stimulating circulation, improving lymphatic drainage, enhancing proprioception, and calming your nervous system. When you hold Seiza position, you are strengthening your core while also practicing mindfulness and developing better body awareness. This integrated approach means that the benefits extend far beyond physical improvement to include better sleep, reduced anxiety, improved cognitive function, and a greater sense of overall well-being. Research from multiple universities in Japan has consistently shown that people who maintain these traditional movement practices well into their senior years have lower rates of falls, fewer hospitalizations, better bone density, and higher levels of independence compared to their sedentary peers. One particularly impressive study followed a group of rural Japanese villagers for 20 years and found that those who practiced traditional movements had a biological age that was on average 15 years younger than their chronological age. This means that an 80-year-old practitioner had the physical capabilities typically seen in a 65-year-old. These are not just statistics, they represent real people living fuller, more active lives because they honored their bodies with gentle, consistent movement. One of the most beautiful aspects of these Japanese movement practices is their emphasis on respecting the wisdom of the body rather than fighting against the aging process. In Western culture, we often approach fitness with a mentality of conquest, trying to force our bodies into submission or battle against the natural changes that come with time. The Japanese approach recognizes that aging is a natural process that can be navigated with grace, wisdom, and skillful movement. Instead of trying to turn back the clock, these practices help you age well, maintaining strength, flexibility, and vitality, while accepting and working with your body's current capabilities. This shift in perspective can be profoundly liberating for people who have been discouraged by traditional fitness approaches that seem designed for younger, more athletic individuals. Many practitioners describe a sense of coming home to their bodies when they begin these practices. After years of viewing their bodies as sources of limitation or frustration, they rediscover the joy of movement and the pleasure of feeling strong, flexible, and capable. This renewed relationship with their physical selves often extends into other areas of life, bringing increased confidence, better mood, and a more positive outlook on the aging process. The movements become not just exercises but rituals of self-care and self-respect that honor both the body you have and the body you are becoming. As you begin incorporating these movements into your life, pay attention to the subtle changes that occur not just in your physical capabilities but in your overall sense of well-being. You may notice that you sleep more soundly, wake up with more energy, or feel more optimistic about your day. You might find that activities that once seemed challenging become easier, or that you have more stamina for the things you enjoy. These improvements often happen gradually, so it can be helpful to keep a simple journal, noting how you feel each day, any changes in pain levels, or improvements in specific activities like climbing stairs or reaching overhead. The social aspect of these practices can also be incredibly valuable. Many communities have groups that practice Rajio Taiso together in parks or community centers, creating opportunities for social connection and mutual encouragement. Even if you practice alone, sharing your experience with family and friends can inspire others to begin their own movement journey and create a supportive network of people committed to healthy aging. Some families make these movements a shared activity, with grandparents teaching grandchildren the traditional practices, while benefiting from the energy and enthusiasm of younger participants. It is worth noting that these movements are not a magic bullet or a replacement for appropriate medical care when needed. However, they represent a powerful tool for maintaining and improving your quality of life, reducing your risk of falls and injuries, and supporting your body's natural healing processes. The beauty of these practices is that they work synergistically with other healthy lifestyle choices, enhancing the benefits of good nutrition, adequate sleep, stress management, and social connection. As we conclude this journey through 6 powerful Japanese movements, I want to acknowledge the courage it takes to begin something new, especially when you may be dealing with pain, stiffness, or concerns about your physical capabilities. Starting a movement practice later in life is not a sign of weakness or an admission of decline. It is an act of self-love and a commitment to living your best possible life regardless of your age. These ancient practices have supported countless individuals through the challenges and opportunities of aging, and they can do the same for you. The path forward does not have to be overwhelming or complicated. Choose one movement that resonates with you and commit to practicing it for just 5 minutes each day for the next week. Notice how it feels in your body, observe any changes in your mood or energy levels, and celebrate the simple act of showing up for yourself. After that first week, you can decide whether to continue with that movement, add a second one, or explore different variations that feel right for your body. The key is to start where you are, with what you have, and trust that your body knows how to respond to gentle, consistent movement. This is more than just an exercise routine. It is a philosophy of aging that honors your body's wisdom while supporting its continued strength and vitality. It is a practice that connects you to centuries of wisdom about how to live well and age gracefully. Most importantly, it is an investment in your future self, a daily commitment to maintaining your independence, mobility, and joy in movement for years to come. I know this journey can feel challenging, especially on days when your body feels stiff, your energy is low, or you question whether these simple movements can really make a difference. But here is what I want you to remember: thousands of people just like you have transformed their relationship with their bodies and their experience of aging through these practices. You are not too old, too stiff, or too far along in your journey to benefit from gentle, mindful movement. Every day that you show up for yourself, every moment that you choose movement over stagnation, you are writing a new story about what it means to age well. This channel exists to support you on that journey, to provide you with evidence-based strategies that honor both the science of healthy aging and the wisdom of traditional practices. If you found value in today's information, please subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell so you never miss content that could change your life. Give this video a thumbs up to help us reach more people who need this information, and do not forget to check out that first link in the description to learn about the product that can accelerate your healing journey. Remember, you are not just aging, you are evolving, and these movements can be your companions on that beautiful journey. Your future self is counting on the choices you make today, so choose movement, choose strength, choose vitality, and choose to age not just gracefully, but powerfully. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step, and your journey to better health and mobility begins with a single movement. Start today, start gently, start with compassion for yourself, and watch as your body remembers its incredible capacity for strength, flexibility, and healing.